Hey, I'm Jan.
I'm Tracey.
And we are in
Fredericia, Denmark.
Where do we go from here? We could go anywhere.
All right, so Fredericia, Denmark was actually named after Frederick III. There was a king, Christian, that wanted to fortify the Jutland Peninsula, and that's where we are. But that's not what we're actually going to go see. We're actually going to go to
Jelling.
Jelling, which is the place of the first of the Denmark monarchs back around 900 AD. So we'll take you there in a few moments.
Welcome to this tour to Jelling.
Baby, what you say? We can leave today. Anywhere we'll go, we'll be alright.
All right, so on the way to Jelling, we stopped by here. This is a model, was about a 1/4 scale model of the longbows of the Vikings. Because when we talk about Denmark, really it is about Vikings. The Vikings, the period of the Vikings go from about 797 all the way to 1066, which is the Battle of Hastings. And we have to look at the Danes and the Scandinavians. The Vikings extends all the way actually to the west of Newfoundland and Canada, of obviously the Greenland and Iceland, down into the Mediterranean. They controlled most of the British Isles and Ireland. They go all the way east to Russia, and all the way down even to the Dnieper and down to the Black Sea and Istanbul. So it's a huge opportunity here. And what we're going to go to is we're going to go to Jelling, which is the heartland of the beginning of the monarchy that extends to Denmark today.
Just hold my hand and we will be okay. Yeah, it's true. 'Cause we got all the time in the world. For better or worse, we should stay together. So let's stay young and in love. We should focus on us forever. Yeah, baby, if you are feeling like I do, we could run away across the ocean. Baby, what you say? We can leave today. Anywhere we'll go, we'll be alright.
All right, so we're in Jelling here. Finally, we're actually sitting onto a mound here, and this was an area in which we believe that the King Gorm, which the traditional ancestor of all the Danish monarchy, was initially buried here. What's very interesting is this whole area was basically shaped like a Viking ship and fortified. It was pretty cool. All right, so this is really kind of an interesting place here. There are two stones here, were known as the Jelling Stones. One was put up as a memory to King Gorm's wife, Tara. It was very interesting is on that smaller but older stone, it has, this is in memory of my wife, Tara, by the King Gorm. And what's very cool is it's the first time ever the word Denmark was actually ever used. The other stone was actually put up by Gorm's son, Harald Gorm's son, son of Gorm, in order to commemorate him. Now, what's cool about it is Gorm was a pagan. He was not a Christian at all. However, by the time that Harald came to power, he saw that Christianity was coming. So what happened is he actually, in the memory of his father, on his stone, he actually has an etching of the crucifixion of Christ. And by the way, there is a church is right by here. And what is said is that first one, which is to Gorm's wife, that is known as the birth certificate of Denmark. And then the larger one, which Harald put up, is known as a baptism certificate of Denmark, which basically brought Denmark in as a Christian state. Now, the mount we were on earlier, that is actually the site where King Gorm, or the traditional first king of Denmark, was buried. However, he was later moved to this church here, probably about 100 years later. And there is a little gold, or rather, there's a little silver marking on the floor that actually shows where they were able to find his remains, which is pretty cool. so here's a piece of trivia. In 1994, there was a piece of technology that was invented. You've probably used it, especially if you're watching this on YouTube. See, it's actually named after Harald. Now, we know of Harald as Harald Gobson, or the son of Gorm. But he actually is known by his nickname. See, the problem with Harald is he had a tooth that was basically dead, and it was blue, and he was known as Harald Bluetooth. And actually, Bluetooth is actually named after Harald. In fact, the Bluetooth logo is actually the two Viking runes of H for Harald and B for Bluetooth put together. More you know.
So today we had a great time out in Jelling, and we went to the tours, which we've already showed you. And then tonight we had a formal night, so we got to get dressed up. Look at Jan's tie. He tied that all by himself.
All by myself, not clip-on.
And then we went to a nice dinner, and then we went to a couple of lounges.
All right, but that's not all. We're just getting started here. So tomorrow we go to
Rona.
Rona or Rhone. We're not sure exactly what it is, but we're going there anyway. And now if you want to continue traveling with us, like I've said multiple times, man, we have over a dozen different cruises we're going to, over 46 different countries. So if you want to continue traveling with us, Jan and Tracey, go on and hit that like, hit that subscribe, and as always, keep on traveling.